Ilocano narrative unfolds with our 23 competing festivals. Pinakol, Festival of Sarat. Basi, Festival of Pindig. Gameng, Festival of Solsona. Tamili, Festival of San Nicolas. Ginginlubad, Festival of Adams. Bakbakara, Festival of Bakara. Tadek, Festival of Nueva Era. Angayedan, Festival of Pagudpud. Magdadarang Talib, Festival of Karasi. Manalon, Festival of Marcos. Panagmawag-i, Festival of Tumalneg. Guling-Guling, Festival of Paway. Fiesta Empanada of the City of Batak. Amian, Festival of Bangi. Dumadara, Festival of Pasukin. Dinaklisan, Festival of Corimao. Ani, Festival of Dingras. Siwawer, Festival of Bintar. Abuos, Festival of Banna. La Virgen Milagrosa, Baro Abado, Festival of Bado. Sanyata, Festival of Burgos. Abel, Festival of Pinili. Pamulinawan Festival of Nawag City. Rambakan tayo dagiti pakasalitaan ni Ilocano in the stories told by our elders, in the traditions passed down to generations, and in the heroic heritage of our people. Let's welcome your hosts for this year, Mariz Domingo, Ancher Cua, and Mary Jane Pascual Liaño.
Naimbaga-rabii Ilocos Norte, Manipadamyanan aging gana tabagatan. Our storytellers from across our beloved province have come together to bring tales to life in another showcase of culture and heritage.
For centuries, our ancestors have woven legends, myths, and epics into the very fabric of our identity. And in the 206th foundation anniversary of our province, we celebrate the stories that fill our hearts with pride.
Iti da ito'y napnuan kired arabii na ito deng manen ti intay pa ng ibuksil. Iti kababalin ken kabibiyag. Dagiti kakailian tayo. Witness our enduring spirit.
This is the Tan-Op ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals. Kakailian, tonight we will select the winners through our new criteria. Story 20%, performance 20%, production design 20%, choreography 20%, and originality 20%, totaling to 100%. Ancher?
This edition is also the first to use the trimmed mean method in ranking our contingents. The highest and the lowest ranks will be removed from a contingent's row score, then the average will be calculated to determine their final standing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the individuals comprising our board of judges. Majang?
Thank you so much, Ancher. Intayo nga rod, amwen. Dagiti nalalatak nga kaming iti junta, iti jurado. The technical consultant for artistic matters of the Office of the President of the Cultural Center of the Philippines. This year's chairperson of the Board of Judges, Professor Alexander Cortez.
Kakailian, the governor of the province of Ilocos Norte, the Honorable Matthew J. Marcos Manotoc.
Ito ang mga kwento ng ating pag-ibig, paniniwala at pagkakaisa na tanok tipuli ni Ilocano. It is with great humility and sincerity that I introduce to you the truest champion of Ilocano culture, the founder of Tanok, ang nanay natin lahat, ang nanay ng probinsya ng Ilocos Norte, ang nanay ng Tanok ni Ilocano, your very own Senator, Amy R. Marcos.
Agbyag ti probinsya ti Ilocos Norte, agbyag ti Ilocano, agbyag ti Tanok Festival, Diyos ti Agnina, kada kayo amin.
Agyaman kami unay Senator Amy R. Marcos for developing premier cultural events and initiating movement within our artistic industry in Ilocos Norte. With that, kakailian, we are ready for our first performer. Ancher?
Ladies and gentlemen, with traditional dances that evoke the rhythms of our ancestors and stirring musical performances that celebrate the melodies of our home, we begin this competition with a story of strong community and strong faith from the municipality of Sarat.
The Binakol Festival of Sarat. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Remio Medrano, Mark Anthony Agorilla, Tourism Officer, Miko Balintec, Choreographer, Ramel Estabilio, Costume Designer, Cyril De La Cruz, Set Designer, and Eric Cayetano, Music Composer. Now, the stage is set for our next performer. Ancher?
Ita agundaway intayo imatangan, a story that continues to inspire Ilocanos in the municipality of Pidig.
Sagot kenin paay ti Diyos nga ako. Diyos nga ako.
The Basi Festival of Pidig. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Georgina Guillen, Main Arganatisi Tourism Officer, Christian Espiritu Director, Paul Sanculi, Melan Abitong, and Miko Asuncion Choreographers, Mark J. Basilio Costume Designer, Enrico Francisco and Michael Lanilio Set Designer, and Eric Cayetano Music Composer. Let's welcome our next performer.
Timangyam amo ti istorya anapnuan tinamnama, the municipality of Solsona.
We We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Joseph Dalara, Charimel Foronda Tourism Officer, Dennis Aguinaldo Bartolome, Choreographer, Haji Dominic Tumamaw, Costume Designer, John Lord Lianes Gorospes, Set Designer, and Eric Cayetano, Music Composer. With that, let us introduce our next performer.
Timang ibagi ti istorya, ti pudno nga ayat, the Municipality of San Nicolas.
The Damili Festival of San Nicolas. We would like to acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Angel Miguel Hernando, Richie Cavinta, Tourism Officer, Glaneth Abelino and Menard Ian Lawan, Choreographers, Jeff Barayuga, Costume Designer, Sean Shintaro Perez, Set Designer, and Kyle Gino Ilaga, Music Composer. Now, let's go to our next performer. Ancher?
Intayo met buyaan ti pakastoryaan ti Kannawidan, the Municipality of Adams.
The Ginginubat Festival of Adams. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Rosalia Dupagen, Michael Figueroa, Tourism Officer, Alan Vincent Ilaga and Alexis Garcia, Choreographers, Jeffrey Barayuga, Costume Designer, Stewart Valdez, Set Designer, and Cal Gino Ilaga, Music Composer. At this point, we are ready to welcome our next performer. Ancher?
Umay damet iistorya ti panagtalekda ti Dios Anamarswa, the Municipality of Bacara.
The Bakbakara Festival of Bacara. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Nicomedes de la Cruz Jr., Henedina Afaga Tourism Officer, Harry Padasdao Director, Henrietta Ridad, Edwin Padasdao and BJ Ancheta, and Jason Bugarin, Choreographers. Egay Robiñol, Costume Designer, Villamor Domingo Jr. and Efren Jonicel Domingo, Set Designers, and J. Dancel, Music Composer. Kakailian, let's welcome our next performer. Ancher, take it away.
Intay sa rabuen ti may pagpanakel nga istorya ti Municipality of Nueva Era.
The Tadek Festival of Nueva Era. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Aldrin Garvida, Ria Riza Rivera Tourism Officer, Christian Jade Pasion, and Aldrin Ramos Choreographers, Amor Albano Costume Designer, Marco Felino Makaspak, Carlo Gastoni Gagarin, and Maynard Agraan, Set Designers, and Cal Gino Ilaga, Music Composer. Now, let's welcome on stage our next performer.
Agapu ti aglaplapunusan ti kinapintas na nga ili. Buyaen tayo ti istorya dagiti taga Municipality of Pagudpud.
the Kangayadan Festival of Pagudpud. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Rafael Ralph Benemerito II, Benedicto de la Cruz Tourism Officer, Glenn Ernie Bulusan and Marvin Burigsay, choreographers, Michael Valdez, costume designer, Aison Agudelo, set designer, and Kyle Gino Ilaga, music composer. Ancher?
Intayo ra emen dagiti sarsarita atawid tayo, manipod iti Municipality of Carasi.
Aweg na sinaligan, itong iyan na isna, yaili akarasi, iyan na imandaya. Aweg na sinaligan, itong iyan na isna. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Robelia G. Gaspar, Sadiri Pumaras Tourism Officer, Roberto Jose Domion, choreographer, Justoni Pasqua and Sherry James Colanay, costume designer, Christian Camado and Jade Nadonza, set designers, and Kyle Gino Ilagan, music composer. Now, let's welcome our next performer. Ancher?
Intayo met buyaan ti pakasaritaan ti ayat ti maysa a manalon, manipod iti ili ti Marcos.
Marcos, Marcos, inimikit na urnos. Marcos, Marcos, tataukit na limnos. At talit na ni Apo Timangkin, Pizarang talong determinado. Karamihan manalo kita, bulbulaan at labing, maipaglaro.
The Manalon Festival of Marcos. We would like to acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Antonio V. Mariano, Princess May Tejada, Tourism Officer, Mark Andrew Ver, Nico J. Bismonte, Joelo Mique, Manny Cactin, and the late James Lolek Tapiro, choreographers, Francisco Pascual, costume designer, Jay Kalubakib and Carlo Justoni Gagarin, set designers, and J. Mardre Dancel, music composer. The spotlight shifts to our next performer.
Taking pride in the brotherhood that binds them in their pursuit of ensuring a healthy home, the Municipality of Dumalneg.
Panaguwagi Festival of the Municipality of Dumalneg, led by the Honorable Mayor Francisco Espiritu Jr. We also acknowledge Mavi May Cadiz Tourism Officer, Champ Prince Princeton Ray Rania, choreographer, Chevin John Grande, costume designer, Mark Anthony Corpuz, set designer, and Kyle Gino Ilaga, music composer and editor. Kakailian, what incredible stories we've marveled at together at the first half of the Tanok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals. Let's carry with us our wisdom of the ages as we continue to unfurl more narratives at the remaining half of the competition.
After the first round of online polls, we are thrilled to show you the updates on your support for your favorite contingents. Leading the board is the Municipality of Vintar. Currently on second rank is the City of Lawag. Holding to their third position is the Municipality of Curimao. Also on the fourth position, Municipality of Solsona. And everyone, they're sustaining their position. And the fifth rank, Municipality of Adams. Once again, cast your votes and watch as your favorites rise in this showdown. We will be back with the final results by the end of the Tanok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals. Well, while you're here at the Ferdinand E. Marcos Memorial Stadium, Kakailian, we invite you to explore our activity zones, brought to you by our sponsors. Immerse yourself in fun games, interactive experiences, and more. Also, taste local products in our buy-in food bazaar and grab exclusive Tanok 2024 merchandise at our partner stores. All right. Our story is far from over, Kakailian. In the second half of the competition, we have the privilege of delving deeper into our culture. Timang paneknek at tiayat nga iranod mo iti pamilyam ket agpaot ti agnanayon. The Municipality of Paway.
The Guling-Guling Festival of Paway. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Sheila A. Galano, Alan T. Saddam, Tourism Officer, Ruel A. Amita, Choreographer, Costume Designer and Set Designer, and Kyle Gino Ilaga, Music Composer. Let's keep the excitement alive, Ancher.
This story tells us how culinary prowess becomes a bridge between lasting friendship. Pasangbayan tayo, the city of Batak.
The Fiesta Empanada of Batak. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Albert Cua, Angelica Yumol, Tourism Officer, Christian Johari Otico, and April Renz Joaquin, Lead Choreographers, James Patrick Pangapit and Wendell Madis, Costume Designer, Jonel Alex Abaton, Set Designer, and George Pastorin, Music Composer and Editor. With that, let's invite our next performer.
May samanen ang nakakaskas daaw nga istorya. Ti panagkakadwa, manipod iti ili ti banggi.
The Amian Festival of Bangi. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Fidel Simatu Jr., Roxanne Margaret Laguyo Ramos, Tourism Officer, Janjan Carbonell, Lead Choreographer, Costume Designer, and Set Designer, and Eric Cayetano, Music Composer and Editor. With that, let's welcome our next performer. Ancher?
Ikantayo tinabara apalakpak ti istorya ti kinagaget ken natibker apamati manipod iti ili ti pasukin.
O ili ang pasukin, tanong mi, ayayatin ka ilimin.
The Dumadara Festival of Pasukin. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Robert Aguinaldo, John Dancel, Tourism Officer, Renz Bugawisan, Choreographer, Brian Makayanan, Costume Designer, J.M. Dimaya, Set Designer, and George Pastorin, Music Composer and Editor. The crowd is going wild. Let's introduce our next performer, Ancher.
Ti istorya dagiti mangalap a manipod itinalatak nga ili ti Kurimaw.
The Dinaklisan Festival of Curimaw. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Edward Kilala, Mark Manny Kelbio Garcia, Tourism Officer, Jones Pacol, Head Choreographer. We also have Brian Makayanan, Costume Designer, Joseph Ebrada, Set Designer, Jonathan Galzote, Music Composer, and George Pastorin, Arranger. The Municipality of Curimaw currently holds its second championship title after winning the 2023 Tanok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals. Let's continue the night by welcoming our next performer.
Intayo imatangan ti istorya dagiti nakaradkad a manalon iti ili ti dingras.
We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Jeffrey Sagid, Benedicto de la Cruz Tourism Officer. We also have Jason de la Cruz, choreographer, Miko Tapak, costume designer, Regimal J. Flojos, set designer, and George Pastoren, music composer. The municipality of Dingras is one of the oldest towns and is also known as the rice granary of Ilocos Norte due to its abundant rice production. Now, as we journey through this evening, let's welcome our next performer.
May samanen ang nakakaskas daaw nga istorya, tintayo maimatangan. Manipod itiili, tivintar.
The Siwawer Festival of Vintar. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Richard Degala, Erwin Sugitan, Tourism Officer, Christian Espiritu, Director, Francis Eric Gomez, Choreographer, Michael Bonilla, Costume Designer, Dede Zuniga, Set Designer, and Kyle Gino Ilaga, Music Composer. Now, to captivate us with their storytelling is our next performer.
Intayo kantaen ti musika amang yebkas digiti saan tayo kaya nga ibaga. The Municipality of Banna.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Abus Festival of Banna. Led by Honorable Mayor Mary Crislin Abadilla, we also acknowledge the support of Nicole Villa, Tourism Officer, Rico Rizardo, Miko Doctolero, and Kevin Lampitok, choreographers and set designers, Joash Bugawisan, costume designer, and George Pastorin, music composer and editor. Let's welcome our next performer. Ancher?
From the chosen town of the La Virgen Milagrosa, the Municipality of Badoc.
Kakailian, La Virgen Milagrosa, Baro Abadoc Festival of Badoc. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Maximo Cahigal, Mark Anthony Baldos, Tourism Officer, Lou Jerez, Lead Choreographer, Win Dalmadis and Von Ley Umbao, Costume Designer, Roel Tagatak, Miko Tapak, and Marwin Cardenas, Set Designers, and George Pastorin, Music Composer and Editor. To showcase their artistry is our next performer.
Nalatak kaputi kinasirib ken kinagaget dagiti umili na. Gagayem ken kakabsat, the Municipality of Burgos.
Burgos na ikong
The Sanyata Festival of Burgos. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Crescente Garcia, Shaira Rial, Tourism Officer, John Christopher Guerrero, Creative Director, Marlon Mamala, Choreographer, Brian Paul Makayanan, Costume Designer, Mark Anthony Corpuz, Charbel Jess Galera, and Alcielo Walog, set designers, and Joram Lim, music composer. With that, let's introduce our next performer.
Ti pakasaritaan tibiyag ni Nana Magdalena Gamayo. Pasangbayan tayo, ti Municipality of Pinili.
The Abel Festival of Pinili. We acknowledge the support of the Honorable Mayor Romel Labasan, Mavi Carol Cercado Tourism Officer, Roel Tagatak Director, Head Choreographer and Set Designer, Lou Anthony Jerez Costume Designer, and George Pastorin Music Composer. Now let's introduce our final performer. Ancher?
Agyaman ak unay Mariz. Ti ayat ket adaan ti bileg amang balbaliw uray kadagiti kasipngatan a panagmatmat ken mangsilnag kadagiti puso. Kakailian, lawag sari.
The Pamulinawan Festival of Lawag. We acknowledge the support of Honorable Mayor Michael Kion, Angel Lau Tourism Officer, Christian Mark Espiritu, Jano Moises Barawidan, John Paul Albano, John Dominic Porto, and Nico J. Coloma, choreographers, Clarence John Batara, costume designer, J.M. Pasion, set designer, and Eric Cayetano, music composer. Kakailian, that concludes the 2024 Tanok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals. Majang?
Dagitoy tinaisang sangayan, apakaistoryaan, tiginatan-ok tayo nga Ilocano. Stories that remind us of who we are and the great things we can achieve.
Let's hold on to the lessons of tonight's performances close to our hearts and look forward to the next festival as we build a greater Ilocos Norte.
Indeed, our oral tradition remains as a powerful instrument in fostering unity in our community and pride in our heritage.
Agbyag ti Ilocos Norte!
Kakailian!
Flip on the beat.
All right. Dear Ilocanos, let's reserve that energy. Let's reserve that energy, all right? Because we have one more important announcement to make. As after hours of voting from Ilocano communities across the globe, we now stand on the brink of unveiling the front runners of our online poll, celebrating the talent, creativity, and passion of our storytellers. Here are the final results. On the 5th rank, we have the city of Batak, followed by, or the 4th rank, we have the municipality of Solsona. Again, everyone, these are the results of the Tanok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals online poll. On the 3rd rank, we have the city of Lawag. On the 2nd rank, Ili Ticurimao. And on top of the ranks, everyone, we have the municipality of Vintar. Again, to all our fellow Ilocanos who voted online across the globe, or whether here in the Philippines or just here in Ilocos Norte, agyaman ken agyaman kami unay apo. All right, everyone, please get yourselves ready.
Kakailian, let's welcome on the Tanok stage, Flo G.
Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Ako nga pala si Flo G. At maraming salamat sa pinakamahalagang oras nyo. Sana babalik pa ako dito ulit sa mga susunod. Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Flo G. Let's give him another round of applause.
All right, I hope you have some energies left because we are now ready to reveal our 2024 Tan-Ok ni Ilocano winners. But before that, we are here to announce the winners of our special awards.
We are now going to announce the Best Festival Female Performer. And the Best Festival Female Performer is from the City of Batak. Very good, Mrs. Chuyen.
If you would say Majang, perfect.
Perfect, Nena.
Naka-in character pa rin hanggang ngayon.
Correct. Ilocos Norte. Let's meet our best festival male performer. He's none other than the young male singer from Pidig.
Start them young, as they say.
The youngest among all of the best
Yes.
festival male performers in Tan-Ok. Congratulations.
Alright. Now for the best choreography and direction from the municipality of Pidig.
Once again, Ilocos Norte, the best choreography and direction. Municipality of Pidig.
And the next special award is the Best Video Design. The Best Video Design is from the Municipality of Dumalneg.
Ladies and gentlemen, our best production design. Congratulations, Batak City.
Very good again, Batak. Perfect.
Again, everyone, the best production design. Congratulations, City of Batak.
Now we award the best festival music. And the best festival music goes to the municipality of Nueva Era.
Congratulations, Nueva Era, for being this year's best festival music.
Yes.
For the information of everyone, our top 3 contenders will receive not only prestigious trophies, but also cash prizes. We are deeply grateful for the generous contributions of Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba and Governor Matthew J. Marcos Manotoc, who have graciously added their support to our celebration. The third place winner will receive 200,000 pesos and an additional 100,000 pesos from Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba and Governor Matthew J. Marcos Manotoc, totaling to 300,000 pesos. The second place winner will receive 300,000 pesos and an additional 150,000 pesos from Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba and Governor Matthew Marcos Manotoc, totaling to 450,000 pesos. The first place winner will receive 500,000 pesos and an additional 500,000 pesos from Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba and Governor Matthew Marcos Manotoc, totaling to 1 million pesos. Agyaman kami, Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba and Governor Matthew J. Marcos Manotoc, for ensuring that our winners are duly recognized for their outstanding achievements.
Kakailian, the winners of the 2024 Tanok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals. It is with great honor that we invite the chairperson of the Board of Judges to take the stage and announce the winners, Professor Alexander Cortez.
Fifth runner-up is Badok.
Congratulations, Municipality of Badok!
And stay here on stage so you can have a group picture with Governor and Senator and the rest of the judges.
Our fifth runner-up is from the Municipality of Badok.
Badok! Okay. Nagkakagulo sila doon, so we'll go downstage. Are you okay? Stay there so you'll have a group picture. All right, and the next runner-up is fourth runner-up, Nueva Era. Okay. All right, the next runner-up is third runner-up, Lawag City. Thank you. Our second runner-up is Pidig. Alam nyo, ang gagaling nila.
Nag-enjoy kayo ngayon, sir, sa edition namin ng Tanok ngayon?
It's very, very good and really quite exciting. I've never seen anything like it. I was quite surprised.
Maraming salamat, Sir Alexander. We are very much humbled by your words.
And it's no flattery. It's really wonderful. Okay, next. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, mga kabsat, our first runner-up, Curimaw.
Next, we would like to clarify that the 5 runners-up are all of equal footing.
Yes.
So all of them are all runners-up.
Yes.
Ayan. Pare-pareho pala sila ng
It was
standing.
just the calling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, ang susunod na po naming i-announce ay yung top 3 winners.
Okay.
Includes the 3rd place, the 2nd place, and the 1st place.
How exciting this is. And our 3rd placer is Vitar.
Our next award is the 2nd place winner.
Okay.
They shall receive 300,000 pesos and an additional 150,000 pesos from Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba and Governor Matthew Marcos Manotoc, totaling to 450,000 pesos.
Wow. Yay. Okay. Thank you. The 2nd placer is no other than Pinili.
Mariz, truly a great tribute to the 100th birthday of Nana Magdalena Gamayo.
Wonderful. God bless her. God bless her. Josie Agnina.
Ilocos Norte, this is it!
We are now going to announce our first place winner. Our first place winner will receive 500,000 pesos and an additional 500,000 pesos from Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba and Governor Marcos Manotoc, totaling to
1 million pesos!
The first place winner is no other than Batak!
Iparangalan tayo, nagiti na dayeg nga ili, anak kapuan, tinay sangsangayan apuli. Rambakan tayo, ikabibiyag anasudi.
Happy 206th Foundation Anniversary, Ilocos Norte!